Hello, my people. Once again, this is Ken Kayange. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been okay and you're doing good and you're keeping yourself safe pale paliuko. I want to do this again just for you because of my love for you. So this time round, I want us to do a short video to answer questions because kuna few videos zenye nilikuwa nimeweka pale kwa YouTube and I had asked guys to ask any questions so that I can be able to get back to them. So guys have been asking questions, and so my production team has just compiled a few questions that they asked that we can answer right here. So I want us to just answer them because we couldn't go answering each and every one of them on their social media platform or maybe inbox, but at least if I do a video we can answer them and na ina benefit wase wengine huko nje. So I just want us to answer these questions haraka haraka, and I believe they are going to help you. So you can also help me reach out to so many other people so that they can get helped by this video by sharing as much as possible, and also make sure that you subscribe to this channel, share and like it. Also, do not forget to leave your comment right there because it means a lot to us. You can also leave your ideas or your suggestions right there, and we'll be sure to get back to them. So are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Are you ready? I want to read out a few questions here. So here, these are the questions. Just be reading out each and every question and I answer just briefly, okay? So somebody saying, hi Ken, I feel like I am not very beautiful. Oh, sometimes I don't look at myself in the mirror. I hate myself. I don't like it when people stare at me. Please advise me. I mean, in the first place, why would you feel you're not beautiful? I think this is a mindset. And probably one of the reasons why you would feel like you're not beautiful is because you have allowed yourself to listen to people talk to you negatively. So many a times when people keep speaking negativity into you, that is what becomes of you. So if you keep listening to people saying you look at you, you're very ugly, angalia vile kichwa yako inakaa, angalia vile unakaa uso, those things begin to get into you and you begin to think kenye wanasemaga ni ukweli. So probably you've allowed yourself to listen to other people speak negativity to you. So it is high time you begin to appreciate yourself, begin to love yourself, and begin to understand that people are not the same. You are uniquely beautiful and you can never be compared to anybody else. Your body with your flaws and how it looks, whether thin or thick, whether light skin or brown skin, whether dark skin, you are beautifully made in that manner. So never be shy about yourself, never be angry at yourself, never feel like you're not beautiful enough, and don't hate yourself, because whatever you give to yourself is what you receive. So if you keep hating yourself, you will never be able to receive love from other people. You'll continue to receive hate from other people. So I also feel like that is an issue to do with your self-esteem. So you also need to step up on just cultivating your self-esteem. Keep working hard on your self-esteem, and you can find somebody to speak to, either a mentor or a counselor, to help you step up on your self-esteem. That will really affect you in your career, your interviews as you go to look for a job, because you'll always have an issue with your self-esteem and you will never know how to express yourself in a good way. So make sure you work on that, all right? I don't want to hear that again. You need to work on it. Okay, so I'll answer somebody else. They say, hi Ken. He says, hi Ken, nitawachana aje na drugs maze. Alright. First of all, it means you're tired. of those drugs. So you can consider looking for a counselor, because you know, stopping an addiction is a process. Huwezi amka tu siku moja na useme kuanzia leo sikunywi, kuanzia leo nimeachana na ibangi. So it is something that needs a process. You know, you stop pole pole. You can get somebody like a counselor akusaidie ku decrease pole pole. You begin to use a number, reduce it pole 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 pole, and before you know it, you'll have stopped. So you need to find, one, you need to find somebody who can help you. Two, you know, you need an accountability partner. An accountability partner will help you, keep you on toes, so that whenever you feel like you want to go and take something small like drugs, or you know, whatever you're using right now, hujasema hapa, so I might not know it, he'll keep you accountable. Atakukumbusha, kuambie no, you said you want to stop, so make sure that you follow those things. And also make sure that you don't keep thinking about drugs, because you will always have to go back there. Avoid clubs, avoid those friends when you wanakupull, wanakuambia oya niaje hii weekend tunaenda wapi, you know, they will always be there, so you can always avoid such kind of things. So like I said, it's a journey. Begin today and look for somebody who can help you in that journey. So it is doable, by the way, and I have friends who've stopped, so it is not you alone, by the way. Unaweza anza tu na una stop, so it is very very doable. Okay, all right. Another question here. Somebody says, hey Mr. Ken, is it okay mse wa 18 years kufanya sex? Wow, okay. Is it okay mse wa 18 years kufanya sex? So before I even answer such kind of questions, you can also drop your comment right there uniambie, you know, what you feel, because what I'm answering is in my own perspective, according to what I feel or according to what I understand. But I'm so sure that this person can be able to go back to that video and read your comments. So you can always comment back there. What do you think? Do you think having sex mse wa 18 having sex ni kitu mbaya ama ni kitu poa? All right, you can go back there. But this is what I feel. Sex is a very good thing. But sex was meant for procreation, kuzaa watoto. So if you are at 18 years old, unataka watoto wangapi sahi? If you're not having sex for purposes of procreation, then you would rather avoid it. Number two, sex is meant for married partners to keep the marriage, you know, it is part of the food for marriage. So if you're not married, why are you even engaging? Why are you even thinking of sex? So you want to keep yourself until that particular point when you get married. You want children, so you can start thinking about sex. But at 18, you want to start engaging yourself in sex. Even the fact that you're thinking about it will always lead you to it. So stop thinking about it. It is meant for married people, and it also meant for procreation. So kama hujafika huko point unataka mtoi, forget about it, man. Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Another question is, somebody says, niaje Ken, mtu anaweza fanyaje kama ana feel ku have sex na hataki? Aha. Mtu anaweza fanyaje kama ana feel ku have sex na hataki? So the fact that you're feeling like having sex, it means you have those things that trigger you into it. That those things that are, you know, culminating into your mind and already are triggering your mind into asking for that, or your body, because you know, sex is something that the body begins to demand for, and it's a command from the brain. So what are you listening at? Do you listen to, you know, nudes? What do you watch? Do you watch pornography? you listen to people talking about sex. So, those will always lead you to, sexual desires. The fact that your body wants to have sex in itself is very healthy, because it means your body is healthy, and it means your body is functioning normally. So it is not a sin, and it is not a bad thing. Just that you allowing your mind to be saturated by that is dangerous for you, because you will eventually find yourself wanting to have sex. So try as much as possible, as much as you can, to stop thinking about it. Number one. Number two, avoid, the triggers. Avoid the things that will always make you to think about it. Like if you have any content on your phone, like pornographic materials or songs, or if you have friends who keep talking about sex, you want to avoid them, so that they should not pull you back there every time you are trying to avoid. So the fact that you're already saying na hautaki, inamaanisha you can always do something about it. All right. Somebody else says, niaje Ken, dem wa 19 years anaweza date chali wa 30 years old. Dem wa 19 years anaweza date chali wa 30 years old. All right. Well, okay. First and foremost, ina depend na huyo dem. Kitu ya kwanza, huyo dem anataka mse wa 30 years old. So, mse wa 30 years old asha experience a lot in life, na akona some experience in life. Mse wa 19 years probably ndo umemaliza tu high school. You have not experienced a lot. So experience yako ama maturity yako as compared to ya ule mse wa 30 years ni a bit different. So mse wa 30 years anafikiria a bit different na mse wa 19 years old. So this is the consequence. Utapata you are trying as much as possible to keep up to the game of that guy, because he's mature. Ukifikiria kitu ya alishafikiria times 2 ya vile unafikiria. So you will always be struggling to keep up to the game, and that will actually outweigh you. So because this man behaves maturely, acts maturely in everything, his reasoning is so mature, and you're just somebody from school. So, or you maybe are still young, you've not experienced a lot of things. So you realize you're struggling so much to keep up to the game. Something else is probably this guy will always be looking at you as a child, because anakushindia about 11 years. Atakuwa anakuangalia tu kama mtoto. So that will also depend on attitude yake towards you. So is he respectful enough? Is he respecting you enough? Is he handling you with respect and regards, despite the fact that you're still young? Something else that is so important is dating is for, the end game for dating should be marriage. So why are you dating? You should be dating with a goal for marriage at 19 years old. Do you want to get married at 19? If you want to get married at 19, well, but if that's not the game, that's not the goal, you don't want to think about it right now. Now, this guy at 30, I'm so sure the reason why he wants to date you is because he wants to get married. Because I'm so sure somebody at 30 hataki kudate for fun. He wants to date for marriage. So wewe uko 19, maybe unataka ku have fun, yeye ako 30 anataka kusettle. So those are two people who are thinking differently. So you always clash at that point. But if you feel you're mature enough, if you feel you are ready enough to go ahead and get married, it's okay, you can give it a thought. But at 19 years old, you want to invest on yourself, you want to invest in your career, invest on discovering yourself even more, what you love and what you hate, invest on knowing what are your passions, and begin to work on them, begin to learn a few things here, take small and short courses here and there, begin to live life one day at a time, learning things here and there. So you don't want to rush yourself ahead of yourself, okay? So I think that's my response to this as at now. I lay that matter to rest. Okay. So Somebody says, how are you sir? Yangu ni mbona can we stay who last longer than marriages za weddings. Oh, mbona can we stay who last longer. We, sijaifikiria kuhusu hiyo. But I think most importantly is many a times people who are planning weddings forget one part of being in love and trying to discover their partners, trying to know themselves even more, you know, building that bond, building the relationship, and they spend a better part of their relationship and copulation trying to plan a wedding. So they will use their time, and whenever they call or chat, it is about the wedding. Oh yeah, hiyo gown inaendelea aje? Hizo au groomsmaid wanaendelea aje? Wameshajipanga? You know, so you always up to the game trying to plan a wedding. You are, you know, you're like, hiyo pesa wase wanaendelea kuchanga, you know, imefika wapi? You know, so they are always up to the task trying to plan a wedding, and they forget about romance, they forget about bonding, they forget creating a relationship, they forget creating a friendship. They focus so much on the wedding. So that is one of the reason. Na hawa saa wengine wakamustay, unaona ni mabeshte wamepatana hapa, wamekuwa mabeshte wakiangaliana, and then, you know, we can do this thing, you know, they have all the time to make friendship and to date. Yep, that's my response to it. Last but not least, somebody says, niaje Ken, yangu ni noma but nitauliza tu. He says, is masturbation bad and how can I stop it? Wow. Okay, I think this one I'll answer broadly in the next episode. Is masturbation bad and how can you stop it? So I don't want to answer it right now. I'll answer it next time. But in a nutshell, masturbation is really bad because, one, it has health consequences. Somebody who engages in masturbation has health consequences such as joints huwa zinaanza kumuuma. Number 2, anaanza kupoteza nywele. Number 3, anapoteza memory. Number 4, anapoteza fertility. Number 5, you know, the penis huwa inakosa stamina. So there are so many consequences. So if you want to engage in something that has so many consequences, well and good, that's your choice. But give it a thought. It is not one of the best ideas for you. So, but we'll discuss it broadly when we meet for the next podcast. So thank you so much, guys. That was my time with you. And I want to believe that this session is really impactful. And I want to create such kind of videos that can bring an impact in your life. And especially for the young people out there who are watching these things. So thank you so much. Keep subscribing to this video and keep liking it. Thank you so much and God bless you. Bye. Bye.